WRBL News 3 First Alert Weather.
Eagle Phoenix, it's raining right now, and you can see the rain coming down, and it's kind of now blurring our image a little bit. Thanks to those showers. 62 degrees. It's cool, but it is mighty humid out there, and we're seeing some light rain. And there's more rain to fall, but the worst is over. Our southern counties were spared. Severe weather still plagues the Panhandle, and the closest storm damage we had was just south of Barber County. You could see here earlier where a tree came down with some of those severe storms. It just missed our viewing area. We'll talk about others that were in Alabama only too. So we did okay here. Now it's all about the wind in this upcoming forecast and rain to kick off your Friday morning. You're watching WRBL News 3 on your side.
The mother accused of starting the fire that killed her baby hides her face as she is led shackled into the courtroom.
What she reportedly told the apartment manager may shock you. Plus, are Alabama lawmakers ready to let voters roll the dice on a state lottery?
What the state Senate decided today.
On your side, this is News 3 Night Watch.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for trusting News 3. I'm Teresa Whitaker.
And I'm Phil Scoggins. We have seen some windy, rainy conditions in our viewing area tonight. Chief Meteorologist Bob Jeswal has been tracking the storms for us all night long. Bob?
Phil, Teresa, we've been pretty good. It's all about the Panhandle of Florida. It came out of southern Alabama, and it continued to get hammered by these storms that are just offshore just meeting the coastline. And for us, we've been good. We've been actually on the extreme north part of this where everything has weakened, the air has cooled. Central Georgia right now beginning to see some of the warm temperatures not being squeezed out yet by the rain. We're looking at low to mid to upper 60s from LaGrange, and as far as the readings are concerned, well, they're going to remain about the same. It'll be the winds that'll be shifting from the southwest to more northwest. Look at these wind gusts we've been seeing over the course of the last 3 hours, 18, 20, 22 mile per hour winds, and these are without severe thunderstorms or thunderstorms in general. We ended up with nearly 1/4 inch of rain to nearly 1/2 inch around Auburn, portions of Lee County and southern Chambers counties. Muskogee nearly 1/2 inch of rainfall. So overall, a beneficial rain pattern that we've been seeing, and farther south the same. So again, all the heaviest rain and storms will be shifting south and east, and that's pretty much the story for tonight. So even portions of southern Barber and even portions of southern Quitman and Randolph counties could still see some storms, but nothing in the severe category. What's upcoming, though, is tomorrow morning, expect to see that wind. Wind advisors, I would not be surprised to see those with wind gusts maybe close to 35 in some isolated areas, but generally speaking, about a 20 to 30 mile per hour wind throughout the day. So we're going to watch those weakened tree limbs, and that rain will end, and the sun will be back out. Phil and Teresa.
All right, thank you, Bob. News 3 is following a developing story. A Muskogee County teacher is facing charges of sexual assault by a person in authority. 26-year-old Kristen Davenport, seen here, was arrested earlier today and booked into the Muskogee County Jail. Davenport works as a science teacher at Northside High School. The Muskogee County School District says Davenport has not been assigned to any school-based duties since last Friday, following an anonymous report which prompted an investigation by the Columbus Police Department. The school district will hold a news conference tomorrow morning at 11 to address the arrest of Davenport. News 3 will be there, and we'll continue to follow this developing story.
Also topping our news tonight, a Phoenix City mother is facing charges in the death of her 4-month-old son. The baby died in an apartment fire Wednesday morning at the Cloverleaf Apartments. That's located in the 2800 block of Stadium Drive. Today, Phoenix City police arrested the child's mother, 31-year-old Ashley Nicole King. She is being charged with capital murder in the baby boy's death. Police say the fire that killed the 4-month-old was set as a deliberate act. Police say property manager went to investigate a noise complaint at the apartment about 30 minutes before that fatal fire happened. King told the manager she had no sleep and the baby would not stop crying.
That is based on the nature of the offense, which you heard the judge read in court, and the fact that this was a murder during an arson.
The baby's body is being sent to the state crime lab for an autopsy. Since King is being charged with capital murder, she could face the death penalty if convicted.
A Georgetown woman is being blamed for the death of her child in a traffic accident in Eufaula. Tricia Chrysler was arrested today. Chrysler is being charged with driving under the influence, unlawful possession of a controlled substance, and possession of marijuana. Eufaula police say the deadly accident happened on January 11th of this year. Chrysler was a driver of a Toyota Camry that ran into the back of an 18-wheeler on Eufaula Avenue near Meadow Drive. The 4-year-old girl, Josie Chrysler, was airlifted to Children's Hospital after the accident, but just over a week later, she died on January 19th. Chrysler is being held in the Eufaula City Jail awaiting a bond hearing.
In Alabama, the state Senate, has narrowly approved a lottery bill. This afternoon, senators voted 21-12 in favor of the bill. It passed with the minimum 21 votes required. That bill by Republican Senator Greg Albritton of Atmore would limit a lottery to paper tickets and not allow video lottery terminals. Senators added 2 amendments aimed at preventing the paper requirement from being used to shut down electronic bingo games at state dog tracks.
The instant scratch-offs and those type things would all be paper generated.
Alabama is one of 5 states without a state lottery. The bill now heads to the Alabama House of Representatives. If approved by the House and Senate, that proposal would go before voters on March 3rd of next year.
News 3 is on your side, putting a spotlight on the issue of prescription drug abuse. According to the 2017 National Survey on Drug Use and Health, 6 million Americans misused controlled prescription drugs. The study shows that a majority of abused prescription drugs were obtained from family and friends, often from the home medicine cabinet. Well, today News 3 teamed up with Piedmont Columbus Regional, the Columbus Health Department, and Sons Chevrolet for a prescription drug take-back event across from the health department.
That was an incredible turnout today, so much more than we got last time, and it just shows that the people of the Chattahoochee Valley are very serious about this problem that we have with opioids and opioid addiction.
News 3 would like to thank our community partners at Piedmont Columbus Regional, the Columbus Health Department, and Sons Chevrolet for sponsoring today's event. The next National Drug Take-Back Day is this Saturday, April 27th. Law enforcement agencies in both Georgia and Alabama will be participating. You can go to WRBL.com, where you'll find a searchable database where you can enter your zip code to find the nearest drop-off location in your community.
And coming up here on the Night Watch, trees ripped down and roofs torn off buildings.
A tornado cuts a path of destruction for more than 130 miles from eastern Texas to the Louisiana-Arkansas border.
And by the time it came into Alabama, just some isolated tree damage across the state, and that was it. I mean, this was not widespread at all, unfortunately, and as it weakened. We did get up to 78 today, and we were certainly fortunate because of the lack of sunshine. But like I said, we received about a quarter inch of rainfall. And believe it or not, we look at that average rain, we're already down more than 3 inches year to date for a rain deficit. But for the month, we're making it up a bit. We're about an inch above. A little more rain in the morning and a windy day ahead.